For our first story, we have planning on proposing this weekend, but my 25 male girlfriend, 23 female, gave me an ultimatum to propose. Help? Update. I want to thank everyone for their responses and advice. One of the questions I'm getting is why my girlfriend doesn't work. She just graduated last year with a degree in biology. Unfortunately, she's been having a difficult time finding a job, because we live in a rural area in the country. She's always there for me when I need her help in my business. Honestly, I've already told her that she doesn't have to work if she doesn't want to. I had a conversation with her best friend last night, and she informed me that she might have said some things to throw my girlfriend off track. I didn't tell her best friend about my girlfriend's breakdown. My girlfriend has been a bit distant and giving me the silent treatment since the whole thing happened. As of right now, I'm all 80% leaning towards going through with the original plan. I still want to marry her, but the ultimatum part is bothering me. Like, how could she say she would leave after everything we've been through together? Her best friend and little sister are flying in tonight for her birthday proposal on Sunday. Two of my closest friends who are basically my brothers are coming also, the ones y'all are referring to as idiots, and yes, they're single. Other questions about why on her birthday. It's because when her older sister got engaged on her birthday, she told me that's what she wanted. As for the ring, I've had it for 2 years already. I bought it when we went to the mall during college, and she showed me her favorite ring in there. Actually just paid the credit card last month. Do I think she's actually going to leave on January 1st? No, I don't think she would actually leave knowing her. She might leave for the day, but she'll be right back home before it gets dark. My girlfriend basically told me last night that if she didn't receive a ring by the end of the year, she would break up with me. The problem is that I already have a ring and was planning on proposing on her birthday this weekend. I met my girlfriend in college, and we've been together for almost 3 years. This girl is my best friend, and I don't really imagine my life without her. I've never felt this way about anyone before. We've talked about getting married and starting a family before. The thing is that I've been working on my business, and trying to become financially stable to support our future family. My girlfriend knows all of this, which is the crazy part. My girlfriend doesn't have a job currently, and I've been supporting both of us. This isn't a big deal for me since I'm in a position where we can afford to live like this. These past quarters I've finally started seeing the returns coming from my business. All that hard work I've put in for the past 4 years is starting to pay off. We're on record to have a massive year. My girlfriend has been looking for houses in the past few months. Not to buy, but just to see what's out there when we are ready. Everything was set into play. My girlfriend's birthday is this Sunday, and we're having the party at our place as far as she knows. I had the entire proposal planned out with her best friend. Her best friend was going to bring her to the aquarium where we had our first date. I already talked with the aquarium staff about doing the proposal. They were going to play our song on the speakers, and I was going to do it in front of the penguin exhibit, her favorite animal, had a professional photographer hired and everything. I've also already asked her parents for permission to propose. I'm in a bad spot right now. I feel like I lose either way. Last night my girlfriend during dinner out of nowhere just breaks down and starts crying. I've never seen her like that. Then she proceeds to tell me that she doesn't understand why I won't marry her. She tells me that she's been there from day one for me. Then she tells me if I don't plan on proposing to her by the end of the year she was leaving. At first I thought maybe she had found out and was messing with me, but I know her real well. Her tears and emotion were genuine. I know her friends are getting engaged and married and maybe she feels left out or jealous, but I don't want to purpose due to an ultimatum. Now I'm not even sure if I want to go through with the proposal on Sunday. All my friends are saying you can't reward this type of behavior, but I'm not sure. I don't know if she just had a breakdown or what. This is the first time I've seen her get this upset. That's the end of our first post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, "Are you not sure about doing it this weekend because it will seem forced, or because you no longer are sure you want to marry her? Your answer changes my advice." Our second commenter says, "Well, at least we know she was going to say yes." Our third commenter says, that's a bit complicated. Because on one hand, I can understand how you'd want to put things on pause until you can sit down and have a talk about both of your feelings about marriage and engagement timelines. Ideally, it would have been better to do this before she broke down on you, but the second best time is now. On the other hand, there isn't necessarily anything about this sudden ultimatum that necessarily changes your plans. You were planning on proposing to her anyway, well within her timeline expectations, and you could always talk to her later about how you had this proposal planned well before she gave you this ultimatum. Emo, have a talk with her as soon as possible about each of your feelings on marriage and wedding timelines, and confirm with her that you're on the same page. Then carry on with the Sunday proposal. Oh, and let us know how it goes. For our second story, we have update on my 25 female boyfriend, 26 male, uninvited me to Thanksgiving with his family. Why? Update. I took the advice of the lovely Reddit users and I talked to him directly. I am now back to being invited to his family's Thanksgiving and I will be going. His reason for uninviting me: he didn't want my mom to be upset with him for taking me away during a holiday. He was imagining that she would be alone if I went to his family's Thanksgiving. Why he didn't re-invite me the moment I told him, while he was watching TV, that my mom was going to be out of the country. He was surprised and brain farted. The end smiley face. Side note: I really did not appreciate all the comments saying that he's cheating on me. That's the end of our second post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, and once again, the solution was asking directly. That's about 40% of all interpersonal issues. Our second commenter says, this is Reddit. We can find cheating under any rock. Glad it worked out. Have fun and love. Our third commenter says, oh, FFS. Y'all need to learn how to communicate. For our last story, we have wife, 29 female, lied to me, 32 male, about where she was. Not sure how to move forward from here. Wife told me she was going to go have a movie night with her friend, Amy, and will be home by 9 p.m. I am friends with John. We call each other every month or two. Go fishing once or twice a year. John calls me, says he saw my wife at Sally's house. Sally is his neighbor a few doors down. Said when he saw my wife it reminded him that we haven't spoken in a while, so he gave me a call. We chat for about an hour. I didn't mention anything about my wife. The whole time on the phone to him I feel like I am insane. Did I really mishear Amy for Sally? I text my wife and ask her how is everything going with Amy. Are they having fun? She replies all's good. I ask her how is Amy, I haven't seen her in a while. How is she good? Wife confirms Amy is great. Then I text her ask when was the last time she saw Sally. She doesn't reply for about 10 minutes. She replies that she hasn't seen Sally in at least a few days. I text back and ask her, is she certain that she's not actually sitting at Sally's house right now? No reply for 5 minutes. I'm really starting to freak out at this point, so I call her. She tries to deny it, and keeps going back to, what makes you think I am at Sally's? Something didn't feel right about the whole situation and we go back and forth for a good 10 minutes. Finally I tell her I am hanging up and driving over to Amy's house right now and we'll see if she's there. She breaks down into tears and admits she's actually at Sally's house, and she says she knows I don't like Sally. Which is true. And she thought it would cause less hassle if she said she was going to Amy's for a few hours instead of Sally's. Which is probably also true. Here's the thing. We have been married for years and we have never had lies in our relationship. We have been through some serious shit over the years, but we could always trust each other. And that's what we had. Our relationship was built on that one solid principle, and that got us through so much. I can accept that she lied about going to Sally's. I can probably forgive that, to be honest. If she would have just admitted right up front when I first called her out, I would be reasonably okay with this whole situation. It kills me that she kept insisting on the lie, right up until the very last minute when she knew it was impossible to keep going. Only then did she finally come clean. If I wouldn't have said I was going to Amy's house, she would have kept arguing and telling me I was wrong. The fact she argued with me about being at Sally's and then told more lies in the process to defend the first lie. And that she only let up when she knew she was totally cornered. We have never had lies in our relationship before now. This is totally new ground. I feel like I can't trust her anymore. It actually hurts more that it was such a stupid thing to lie over. The fact she argued to my face. And that it just seemed to come so natural. I really don't know how I can trust her the next time she tells me she's going out with a friend. It's going to be in the back of my mind, are you lying to me again? Can we pinky promise that you are actually going out with this particular friend? Oh, that's right. We can't promise each other, because you are so natural and comfortable saying outright lies straight to my face. So I guess just go have fun. I'll be sitting at home second-guessing everything. I need advice on how a person is supposed to move forward in this situation. I genuinely don't know what I'm supposed to do right now. TLDR. Wife lied about going to friend Amy's house. Instead went to friend Sally's house. Lied and denied it until I called her bluff. Don't know how to trust her anymore. That's the end of our last post. Let's see what the commenters had to say. Our first commenter says, "What's wrong with Sally?" Our second commenter says, "Info, if your wife simply told you she was going to Sally's, what would have happened? Be honest." Edit. Checks watch, okay. Well, it's been about a day, and no response. I think that answers my question. Our third commenter says, "Exactly why did your wife feel the need to lie to you about seeing Sally?" That's all for today. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.